Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to create the foot map onto the terrain. So let's first open our example, the 66 Footmap Generation. And you can see that inside of the scene there's a terrain and there's a placement node. And if we place our agents and play back our simulation, the agents walk onto the ground. Let's do some setup before we making that. Let's first mark this as the terrain. And let's select the place node and select the terrain and the placement and attach to terrain. At this time, our agents can place from this terrain, and then let's just add a logic here. Oh, we already have this kind of logic. Our agents can follow the terrain. So let's play back our simulation and see what will happen. You can see that our agents can walk onto the terrain. We're going to create the foot map onto the terrain and generate the particle from that. And if you need, for generating the foot map, the first thing we need to do is specify, let's deplace our agents and specify which bone is our foot map generating bone. And in this case, obviously these 2 feet. Select 2 of them, and you can see that in our origin agent attributes, there's a Gen foot map option here. Let's just turn this on, so that our system can identify these 2 joints and consider them, and use this joint to generate the foot map. And then we needed to create and link the foot map texture. So let's do that. What I'm gonna do is, usually you need to click the My Army and the contents check, and you can see that there's a foot map. The foot map underscore casual, the group has been created. If there's no this group inside of your hierarchy, you can use this My Army contents check and create this one. And the second step, we needed to create the polyplan, the plan here, and make sure this plan is width and height, the both 1. This is very important, both 1. And of course you can scale this up. Please control the width and height by scale instead of this value. Please just keep this 1, and you can add some of the subdivision as you wish. And then let's assign a texture onto that. We need to put this plan, middle click and drag to the foot map and rename it. And Control C, and we add the MCD. Rename it like this. Please obey the naming convention, and let's just assign a texture. Assign a favorite one and Lambert, and assign a texture onto it. Source image, the foot map, we already built one for you. Please notice that the foot is in front pointed down, and this is a heel, and we hit the 6, it will display this. We can scale this based on the size of the foot. For example, the foot is right here, the size is almost okay. Let's scale up this a little bit. So that is cool. No matter where you put this, that is fine. For example, we can put it right here, and just to maintain this inside of this group. And the second group, let's open the document. You can see that we needed to create a plan which name must be MCD foot map base. Control C and create a polyplan. And this one, the width and the height also have to be 1, and you can scale this up as you wish. Oh. Just roughly bound all of the agents, the moving the range, and then let's just change the name from this to Control V. MCD foot map base. This is very important, the naming convention here. and you can just put the put this node outside of the hierarchy. Here it should be okay. And when you place your agents in the playback, you can see that all of your agents is walking inside of this range. Now you can shrink this down a little bit as you wish. And then let's put that back to 0. And that is okay. We can create our foot map. And the bake tool, you can specify the directory which you want to export. Here we've specified a directory here. The E drive ABC foot maps. Let's open that. You can see that the E drive ABC and foot map. This is a blank. And which name is test. You can specify any name as you wish. Foot map test. Okay, and this is resolution. And let's just assign that to 1000. And the lifespan, the default is 0. We can change to any things we like, 5. And this is a foot height threshold. That means if the foot is in the distance between to the ground, if the value is less than this value, it will generate a foot map onto the ground. So let's just make that 2. Make that default. So let's click the make foot map. Now you can see that our system is calculating, and the foot map has been generated onto the hard disk in the E drive ABC. Let's open that, any one of that, with the F check and see what's inside. You can see that the foot map has been generated. And let's wait a little bit until this finish. And then you can map this foot map onto the terrain by the UV mapping. Let's do that. Assign a new shader to this guy, a Lambert, and here let's assign a texture onto that, which should be the image sequence we previously generated here, and select the E drive ABC foot map. Let's select the first one and enable the image sequence and hit 6. You can see that it's disappear. Sometimes it's connected with the transparency. It's just to break the connection, and you can see that the foot map is onto the terrain, just like this. So we need to change the UV of this plan and make the foot match our agents. Let's open the UV texture editor. Select and right click and select the UV and select all the points of that and hit W. The move around. Just put it right here and scale this up. And let's scale this up and also in this direction. And usually you need to inverse the direction in the horizontal. So you can see that this is almost okay. And let's just scale this a little bit and move that. Okay, that is cool. Let's run the simulation and see what will happen. Please do not enable the agent cache always. The whole things that happened, the result the agent cache. So you can see that at this time it is better. The foot map has been generated. So this is an introduction to the process of how to generate the foot map for your agents inside of your scene. And if you wanted to create your own foot map, you needed to create the foot, then point to the downward, just like this. For example, this is a foot and this is a heel, just like this. Point to the downward because the downward is actually the z-axis in the Maya axis, And also you need to save this, save the file as the Footmap as the targa. This should be an important. And when you save it, you must be make that this resolution 32 bits because it contained enough information for this map. Okay, this is an introduction for how to generate the Footmap inside of the scene. Thank you for watching. See you next time.